There's a reason why people get really excited to summon Geomancer. Yes, he's only an epic hero, but he's actually one of the most influential heroes you can have for a lot of boss game modes. I mean, if you look at the reviews, even in game, people love this hero. He's better than a lot of legendary heroes for so many game modes. And that's why a lot of times I say don't put too much weight necessarily onto the tag, whether they're rare, epic, legendary. Mythical is a little different for PvP and stuff, but in a lot of PvE game modes, especially bossing modes, he's like a 4-star, 4.5, 5-star out of 5-star quality hero. And that's what we're going to be working on here today. You guys saw it last week. We managed to hit our very own Geomancer in the 2x rate up event. Hold up, click the link down in the description right now to get your free annex as well as one epic hero as you level up. All you have to do is log out of your Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link down in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid, complete the tutorial, and go to your inbox to claim your first champion. Here we go. You'll find annex right here as well as Mausoleum Mage as soon as you hit level 15. This is an amazing account start in raid, so make sure you guys click the link and follow the steps. Today we're going to do something a little special. We actually finally farmed up enough to ascend him, I believe, right? I got exactly what I need. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I can probably take him even further if I want to, almost all the way up. For the time being, I'm gonna bring him to 3-star, and this is really, really important because this is where Geomancer really starts popping off and becomes a powerhouse. Because when you take a look at his skills, he unlocks something very powerful. Let's talk about them just in general. So number one, he attacks all enemies. It's based on his attack. So a lot of people build him very offensive. For the time being on my account, I built him very HP oriented just to get him to survive in the early game. Later on, we're going to build him towards attack, speed, and most importantly, accuracy. His accuracy is going to be important for applying his burn debuff. But his Tremor Staff attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy on the enemy, which is really powerful. Creeping Petrify removes all buffs from the target enemy, which is amazing. That's kind of something similar to like what Sun Wukong does, but Sun Wukong steals them, not just removes them. And then it says steals all buffs instead if the target has an HP burn debuff placed by this champion. So it has to be one placed by him. I have heard things other people saying, like if Geomancer and another hero has a burn, sometimes it can mess with the way some of his abilities work. He needs to have a burn on the enemy, reduce the cooldown of Quicksand Grasp, which is this level 1 of 7 you see down here, by 2 turns if the target is killed by the skill while under HP burn. So this is the main thing we need to worry about here, Quicksand Grasp, because this has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn and a 25% weaken debuff on the target. The HP burn is the important one because that's where this really starts popping off. And also fully depletes the target's turn meter, fills this champion's turn meter by the amount the target loses. Really important that the timing of this hero works out as well. And finally, like I said, when you do get him to ascended 3-star, Stone Guard is really important about that HP burn. So decreases the damage all allies receive by 15% and deflects that damage onto each enemy under an HP burn debuff placed by this champion. Not any HP burn, it has to be specifically from the Geomancer, which does mean accuracy plays a huge role to make sure when he does use this ability right here that's on a 5-turn cooldown, it sticks. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one of them will activate, and then whenever the champion is attacked, it deflects 30% of the damage instead of 15, while deflecting damage on each enemy hit has a 30% chance of dealing additional damage equal to 30% of the target's max HP. Of course, he does have an aura, which is really cool if you want HP on your team. And like I said, going for like a very high accuracy stat is probably going to be one of the most important things you can do. However, for right now, we're not quite geared for that just yet. I already had gear on him. I need to swap it around. Even like our accessories and stuff, we really need to fine tune this. Really, really good. And then as far as skills go, we are of course going offense and defense if we care about bossing. You'll go for the support instead of defense if you want to go that route. So a lot of these are the go-tos: crit damage, all these things. Damage inflicted by 5% when attacking with full HP, increases damage inflicted to targets with less than 40%, heals for 5% of the damage inflicted when attacking with 50% or less. There's a lot of these really cool ones. And then ending on War Master has a 60% chance of inflicting bonus damage when attacking, bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max HP or 4% of the target's max HP when attacking bosses. That's gonna be really good because this hero is essentially made for bossing. Like that's literally what we're doing here. And one thing I want to show you guys here today, oh look at that, I got my 120 minute, cool, is one thing that we're pushing pushing right now because of the Altar of Souls right now. We're trying to go as far as we can in the Iron Twins Fortress. Now, getting stage 3 done is nice because you get a huge influx of those mortal soul coins, which I really want. You of course have an X number of keys every single day. You can purchase this one additionally to get 6 additional keys if you want to continue to grind it out, but it requires both your energy, your stamina, and the keys to get this done. Now, I don't know if this type of team is going to actually work for us here. We'll give it a shot. Again, you don't want too many buffs on a team like this because that's when you're going to run into trouble, but putting debuffs on the enemy is still important here. We're going to try to do as best as we can with our damage. And you can see right here, I don't know if he goes before or after the enemy. Let's take a look. So we're going to put buffs on, and you see that's my issue. I should not do that because then he gets to go, and then there's just this little tiny turn meter left over. But see that right there? We want to get that HP burn on the boss. He looks all corroded like. It's awesome. It's perfect. That's what's going to allow our team to take 15% less damage, which is exactly what we need in order to survive this right here. So getting more dots on the boss, as many as we can. Of course, remember, this boss, I believe, clears them off at like 80, 40, and 60, I think. Creeping Petrify on this boss, not a big deal because I don't think the boss actually has any buffs. And I don't think this actually does anything in this one right here. Because, yeah, we're not stealing any buffs, so we just want to use the basic attack on him to get some damage in. Now, this boss really starts ramping up, so getting the kill as fast as possible is going to be huge because eventually he will just completely nuke your butt. And you see right here, even our other main heroes here, they're having trouble surviving without like a dedicated healer on our team, which I think we might need to do something like that. Get someone that's dedicated straight to healing while not buffing in order to have a chance, because otherwise lifesteal just doesn't seem to be doing enough here. And again, we don't want to buff our team whatsoever because that just increases the turn meter that the enemy has, and that's not good for us whatsoever. We do of course want to try to get as much damage as possible in here. The timing of the heroes not lining up well because they are just dropping like flies. So sadly, we do need to get some sort of healer on our team for the time being though. I'm gonna go back to stage 2. I absolutely love this hero right now, just the amount of capability he has. I do want to say, if this isn't even your main focus here and you're worried about other bosses, he's amazing against the clan boss. I can tell you about this. Some other ones he's really good against, I believe, is the Hydra boss. Doom Tower he's good in. Honestly, almost every single one of these right here, he's at least like a 3-star hero. Maybe not Dragon's Lair. Dragon might be a little bit lower, but Ice Golem, Minotaur, all these things he's usually pretty good in. I think most of the dragons he's not good against. Magma Dragon's another one that he's not great at. If we do take a look at clan bosses here, like probably one of the best Demon Lord and Hydra bosses I believe out there. Chimera I haven't seen, and I haven't used him on Chimera yet. That is something we definitely have to do. But yeah, it's just really crazy how powerful he is. And of course, Faction Wars he'll be great in as well. So pushing these bosses, very key, especially ones that do have those buffs. I was trying to think of the one I was pushing the other day that it would have been perfect for. Either way, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna drop down a difficulty, and we're gonna get this cleared out with our squad, because just dropping it down one difficulty should be enough. And I'm gonna try to make sure I do these abilities in a smarter fashion this time. So I don't want to do this because it's going to give buffs. This is a good one here because this one has a chance to put 3 debuffs. Now the boss still gets to go before us, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to wait one turn and see if the timers move a little bit, because we have a lot of dots on this boss right now. Oh, that was probably a big mistake getting a big hit in, because you notice it immediately removed all of those debuffs. Man, that is a pain in the butt. You know, let me go with basic attack. Let's see if we get to go first. We might. No, it looks like we're gonna go after the boss again. And yeah, the timing of this is just messing me up. And I think it's because I don't currently have speed on my boots. Oh, it does look like he might actually be immune to that as well. He did not get affected by that drain. Let's get this going here. Let's get a big round of damage going. Just chunking his HP down. Although that does mean we take a lot of damage afterwards. Not too bad there. And yeah, we just need to keep doing damage. The way I have him built, he's not going to be able to put out too much power, but I'm hoping we have enough lifesteal and everything here to keep our team going. We can now put another round of dots on without it being an issue. However, we're starting to lose some heroes here. This is going to be a close one, and I think it's going to come down to Sun Wukong. I feel like Sun Wukong has the best lifesteal out of these heroes. If we get some dots on, oh no, this hit's going to be big. Can we finish him? Can we get it? Oh, the damage was next to nothing. Oh, there's a poison dot. Yeah, no, we got the victory. We definitely got the win here. So that is perfect. That's awesome. Exactly what we need. Geomancer playing a good role. Kale, Sun Wukong doing tons of damage here. I'm gonna have to grind this out because I want to get as many immortal soul coins as possible. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you guys care about bossing, which honestly in every game I play, bossing is the most important thing to me. I love trying to optimize the amount of damage and survivability my team has. Geomancer is definitely a play. So if you see a way to get him in the future, or you get lucky, congratulations. We'll be talking more about more proper gear setups and everything in the future. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.